You open your phone on Monday. A house hits the market. You text your agent at lunch. By dinner, it's already pending. That story sounds fake until you look at the map. While the national average sits around 60 days on market, some metros are clearing listings in the 30s. And the twist is brutal. It's not because everyone suddenly got richer. It's because high rates shoved buyers out of pricey regions and into the last affordable corners, where new construction hasn't kept up. Today, we're counting down 10 states where that domino effect is playing out. Number 1, low housing inventory. You can have no competition in your town and still lose the house, because the real enemy is the empty shelf. A lot of these fast sale states, especially across the Midwest and Northeast, aren't hot. They're just short. Fewer owners list, fewer new homes get built, and buyers stare at the same handful of options like it's a bad streaming menu. Meanwhile, some Sunbelt metros keep pumping out new construction. Up here, one clean listing becomes the entire week's meal plan. Here's the thing. Months of supply means, if nobody listed anything else, how long until everything sells? Milwaukee has hovered around a seller-leaning level, roughly 2.7 months. High rates didn't erase buyers evenly. They funneled them into the few houses that still make sense. Number 2, high buyer demand. How do homes sell fast when the internet says buyers are gone? Because the remaining buyers are the scary kind. After the rate hikes, the soft shoppers bailed. The people still touring houses tend to be repeat buyers with equity, older, and way more decisive. They've done this before, and they don't need 3 weekends to sleep on it. A financed buyer drags in a lender, an appraisal, a timeline, and 5 chances for the deal to wobble. A cash buyer just needs a signature and a title company slot. NAR says cash is about 26%, and the median down payment is 19%. Listings that fit that math get swarmed. Number 3, strong job growth. A house can sell in 3 days for one boring reason. Somebody got a job offer and a deadline. Fast-selling states usually aren't powered by trendy unicorn jobs. They're held up by stuff that keeps the lights on: healthcare, education, logistics, manufacturing, and government. Those paychecks show up even when the vibes are bad. You can see the split in places like Dallas, where a construction wave helped flip it into a buyer's market. 86.8% more sellers than buyers, and prices down 7.6% year over year. Compare that to steadier hubs like Milwaukee at 32 days, or DC/Baltimore around 39. A start date doesn't negotiate, neither does a lease ending. Number 4, population influx. The Midwest doesn't need a flood of newcomers, just a trickle into a tiny pool, and homes start vanishing like concert tickets. Migration isn't a popularity contest, it's pressure. When a market already runs low on available homes, even a modest inbound stream is enough to change how fast you have to move. In the Sunbelt, big inflows can get partially absorbed because builders keep adding inventory. But in a lot of Midwest and Northeast metros, construction moves slower and the for-sale stock is older and thinner, so the trickle hits harder. And the feeder lines are simple: priced out coastal buyers, regional movers staying near family, and people chasing affordable metros with real jobs. Then the real catch. Sellers are older now, median 64, and buyers expect to stay 15 years. So listings don't recycle. Number 5, relative affordability. High mortgage rates created an affordability vacuum, and a few states are basically the last oxygen tank. Here's the math. The payment is the boss. If your monthly number is fixed, the house price has to bend, and it bends hard depending on where you live. So buyers slide down the map and down the price ladder. The nice-to-have market turns into a can't-touch market the second you run the calculator. Buffalo sits around a $300,000 median list price, one of only 5 major metros under that line, and homes moved in about 37 days. Milwaukee ran about $399,900, still below the national $429,990, and houses averaged 32 days. Reachable sells? Number 6. Competitive pricing. The fastest-selling homes aren't always the prettiest ones. They're the ones priced like the seller actually wants to sell. In tight Midwest and Northeast markets, sellers show pricing discipline. They list closer to reality because they know you're rate sensitive, and a $25,000 fantasy number turns into a dead open house. But here's the catch. In oversupplied places, sellers get bold, then spend months chasing the market with price cuts. That delay screams, something's wrong, even when nothing is. Redfin flagged a 47% seller surplus nationally, and Dallas got extreme. 86.8% more sellers than buyers, with a 7.6% yearly price drop. Competitive pricing keeps deals clean, appraisals sane, and closings smooth. Number 7, desirable school districts. One school boundary line can add 20 offers to the same boring 3-bedroom. Same paint, same roof, totally different outcome. School districts create tiny micro-markets inside a state. Homes don't move fast everywhere. They move fast inside specific attendance zones where parents want that address. And parents don't shop on vibes. They shop on calendars. Enrollment windows, fall start dates, and commute math turn maybe into "we're writing tonight." But here's the catch. Turnover stays low near top-rated schools. Homeowners sit longer, and families will forgive dated kitchens just to get in. That's why suburban Chicago rings, DC area suburbs, Minneapolis pockets, and Hartford/Providence zones get snapped up. Number 8, tax advantages. Some states sell houses faster because the tax bill doesn't jump scare you at closing. Here's the tax angle without the spreadsheet energy. Property taxes, income taxes, and credits don't just change what you pay. They change whether your monthly payment even works, so buyers know their number and move fast. But here's the catch. In a lot of Sun Belt markets, a cheap list price can turn into a costly payment once taxes, insurance, and HOA fees pile on. Research points to rising homeowners' insurance premiums, especially in disaster-prone areas like Florida, plus swelling condo HOA fees. When the payment stays predictable, buyers commit. When it's a moving target, they stall. Number 9, remote work. Migration. Remote work didn't just let people move, it let them shop nationally, and that wrecked slow markets first. When your paycheck comes from a pricey metro but your house hunt lands in a cheaper state, you're basically showing up with cheat codes. You can outmuscle locals without meaning to because your reasonable budget is their ceiling. But here's the catch. High rates shrank the map. Remote and hybrid buyers can't pick from 50 markets anymore, so they pile into the handful that still works on paper. And they show up armored. NAR found 19% median down payments overall, and repeat buyers at 23%, which compresses time to contract fast. It hits first near airports, co-working spots, walkable cores, and reliable broadband. Number 10, lifestyle appeal. Some houses sell fast because the lifestyle is good enough, and the price is the real luxury. Lifestyle appeal isn't a beachfront fantasy. It's a shorter commute, parks and lakes you'll actually use, a food scene that doesn't require reservations 3 weeks out, major sports, and a yard without needing a tech salary. But here's the catch. The Sun Belt sold sunshine. Now buyers do the full cost accounting. Heat, water risk, insurance, longer drives, and HOA and new build fees that hit like a subscription you can't cancel. Midwest and Northeast metros win with 4 seasons, denser neighborhoods, older homes with character and family nearby. When budgets get punished, practical life wins.